What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Arizona Diamondbacks franchise mode. We are in the wild card playoffs. We're in the wild card up against San Diego. We're going to have a three-game series against them. We're going to go with the lineup of Zach Gallen, Otani, and then the game three is kind of a toss-up. We got Aaron Nola slotted in for now, but Jesus Luzardo is scheduled 1 to 6 days. He's kind of a day-to-day guy right now, so I'm hoping if he is healthy, I think we're going to throw Luzardo in for game number three over Nola. It's not that I don't trust Nola, it's just Luzardo's having a really good fucking season. But it also could be one of those moments where, like, he gets hurt and we put him in too soon and it ruins it for it. But I don't know. He's been one of our best pitchers this season. So I think he's kind of earned that game three spot. If he's not healthy, he'll get game one of the next series against Atlanta if we do wind up winning it. But anyways, the playoffs are looking kind of like this. We got St. Louis versus Philly in the wild card, us versus San Diego. Winner of our series will play Atlanta. Winner of theirs will play the Dodgers. We got the Yankees versus Toronto. The winner of that will play Houston. And then we got the Cleveland Guardians versus Seattle Mariners. Winner of that will go on to play the Tampa Bay Rays, which is actually kind of a surprise to me that they won their division. But either way, moving on to what our opponents kind of look like, I think we should have them pitching wise. They got Joe Musgrove, Nick Martinez, Yanni Chirinos, Seth Lugo, and then they have our prospect that we traded over to them, Brandon Pfaadt. Actually, they have two of our former players. This team, he was on our team last year, Yanni Chirinos. We let him walk in free agency. He wound up signing with the Padres and will now get a chance to play us in Game 3 if it gets to Game 3. Their long reliever is Nabel Chrismat. Middle relief, they got Jimmy Hegret, Andrew Wantz, Steven Wilson, and Drew Pomeranz. They've really only been throwing these two guys, Jimmy Hegret and Andrew Wantz. These two have not really played at all. It's kind of funny because they haven't even pitched Brandon Pfaadt in either. So I'm curious if he's going to make his MLB debut if they do wind up beating us in this series. I doubt it. If I was them, I wouldn't. But maybe they just want him to experience what the playoffs kind of feel like, so that way next year he doesn't have the same kind of giddiness. But either way, their setup guys are Robert Suarez and Wandy Peralta. So decent pitchers. I mean, Wandy seems to be a decent pitcher. Robert seems to get lit the fuck up quite a bit. And then they have Blake Treinen, who I think they traded for this season. Nope, they signed him. All right, so he was a free agent last season. Wasn't with anybody. Signed this past offseason with San Diego. We're just going to say that he went over and played in Japan for a season. He went and joined Walker Buehler over there in Japan, right? I think Walker Buehler pitches over in Japan. Could be wrong, but either way, that's what their pitching rotation looks like. We're going to beat the shit out of them. I'm almost guaranteeing it. Pitching wise, the problem with for us is going to be whether or not we can stop their hitting. Because this is where they're stacked. They got 300 hitters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they got 300 hitters in their lineup. Xavier Bogaerts, Fernando Tatis, Manny Machado, and then their catcher that they traded for, MJ Melendez. All right, so it's going to be really interesting to see if we can stop their bats. Bogaerts 31 home runs and batting 300. He's having a good season. Jonathan Daza playing center field against righties, 290. That'll be kind of tough. He's got a good batting average. Juan Soto batting 250. 31 home runs. Fernando Tatis, 42 home runs, batting 316, 312 for Machado with 34 home runs, 17 home runs for Jake McCarthy at first. Matt Carpenter is DHing for him, the mighty stash over there of San Diego. This is probably going to be his last hurrah. Yeah, he's had big digression. So this is going to be his last hurrah. Wouldn't be surprised if they actually switch him out in DH for somebody else here, like maybe a Jose Azocar right here. We might see him batting DH against Rays instead of Matt Carpenter during the playoffs. Second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim batting .266 with 20 home runs. Jesus Christ. And then there's the catcher batting .302, 20 home runs. MJ Melendez. What a fucking bounce back. Hit .217 in Kansas City. Kansas City gave up on him last season when he was 24, probably when he was 24. Traded him over to San Diego, and then this season just hasn't looked back. He must have been pissed. But good for them for being able to snag him up. Against lefties, the really only thing that changed. Besides the lineup, it goes Bogarts, Daza, Soto, Fernando Tatis, Machado, Melendez, Ha-Sung Kim, Jake Cronenberth, and then we get to see Trent Grisham out in center field. So that's kind of how it's looking there, batting .255, .235 out of Carpenter. So yeah, this hitting core, that's what's going to really do us on, is if we can't stop them from hitting. We got the pitchers that should be able to do it for us. We beat the shit out of them last month, but that just might have just fueled them even more, because like we beat their ass on the road. They came in, beat us. We won twice. We wound up actually splitting the series with them, but that final game 10-6. We've seen a lot of each other in a month. Like, actually, this will be, let's see, so 4, 7. This will be the 8th game in a month. If we go to game 3, that'll be 10 games in a span of a month against each other. So I think it's fair to say that San Diego and us are starting to form quite the rivalry. Lineup-wise for us, I didn't really change anything, I don't believe. We're going with McCarthy, Gurriel Jr., Ohtani, Bo Bichette, Jorge Mateo, Josh Rojas, Christian Walker, Diego Cartaya, and then Corbin Carroll against righties. Lefties will be Jake McCarthy, Curtis Mead, Bo Bichette, Patrick Wisdom, Christian Walker, Shohei Ohtani, Diego Cartaya, Lloyd Puckett, and then Corbin Carroll batting cleanup. So that's what our lineups are going to be looking like going into Game 1, and let's just see how this is going to go. Things are going to work the same as they've been going. We're going to watch. Actually, you know what? Let's For the land of the free and the home of the
brave. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill in this one, Zach Gallen.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Fly ball down the line. McCarthy trying to get there. And a quick out, #1. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Jonathan Daza steps to the plate. The pitch. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 22.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto, the next up for the Padres.
Boog Zach Allen played his college ball for the University of North Carolina and decided to wear the number 23 for the Tar Heels, and you can imagine why, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had that shooting guard that played basketball. That ends the inning, so we take a break. End of a half inning of play. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here in the desert, and today's starting pitcher, Joe Musgrove. What do you have on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Round second, digging for 3rd. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the first run of the game as the Diamondbacks take the lead.
Picks himself up in RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his hometown team in the playoffs in 2022. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there, and typically if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement, but still that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Yeah, it's really been fun watching him develop as a major league pitcher with the Astros as part of that 2017 World Series championship team. It was kind of an afterthought, but after being traded and bouncing around a little bit, he really found himself and became a dominant pitcher in the game. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And
Back here at the ballpark, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. In for a strike. It's 2-2.
if he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That one drifts inside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Tatis waits. And that's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now it's Manny Machado. Gallen checks on the runner. Tatis dives back in. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury, and pinch running for the Padres, Trent Grisham. The 1-1. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Just enough that time. Grounder off the pitcher. Tosses to first. Machado out of the play.
The first baseman, number 9.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
The 1-2. Tap to first. Walker steps on first for the out.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
Now it's Matt Carpenter.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves. And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Padres nothing. Now into the game, Trent Grisham. He takes over in right. Here's Josh Rojas.
Number 4, Trent Grisham.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. And it's even up. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And a 2-2. And he chases that one. 2 gone now.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order. But they still lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. The wind of the pitch. Called strike right there.
We got a full count.
Got it by him for the K.
That's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last moment it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, M.J. Melendez. Swings through that one.
3-2.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1. And misses inside. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. One down. Just missed. Bounce to the left side. Bichette. Now a jump throw. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here at Chase Field as we go to the last of the third. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Corbin Carroll. The 1-1 is fouled off. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Pretty much the last guy you want to hit. Now you got to try to control the running game because you know he's usually thinking about swiping a bag or two when he's on the bases. Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
1-1 now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. On the ground to second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Over to first, safe. Bo Bichette up to the... He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. They say you win.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That's off the mark. 2-2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back. Here's the center fielder, Jonathan Daza.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is.
Alrighty, so through 3 innings, we are up 1-0. We've had some dominant performances. I really thought we were going to take advantage of it with no outs and a man on first and second. Surprised Ohtani was able to reach first on that double play, to be completely honest with you. But Zach Gallen pitching very well, 3 strikeouts through 3 innings up against Jonathan Daza, who's going to lead us off with a double. Juan Soto now going to get struck out. Trent Grisham in for the injured Fernando Tatis, going to line out. And Manny Machado hits a 2-run home run, giving San Diego the lead. Alrighty. Leadoff, another single for Cronenworth, single for Carpenter, man on first and second for Kim, who strikes out. So 2-0 now for San Diego up against Joe Musgrove. We got Jorge Mateo leading off for us. He's going to ground out. Josh Rojas going to reach first on a walk, followed by Christian Walker, who flies out. Diego Cartaya going to get walked as well, man on first and second. Corbin Carroll, who reach on a walk probably. He's 0-0 right now. Man on first and second, chance to tie this game. Going to get struck out. MJ Melendez reaches second on an error. Bogart reaches on an error as well. So 2 errors. Alrighty. Joe Mantiply coming in. Daza going to be up to bat. Bogarts gets caught stealing with Melendez now on third. Daza ground out, and Soto going to fly out. So we keep the lead, San Diego's lead at 1. McCarthy leading off. He's going to hit into a ground out. Lourdes Gurriel reaches first on an error. Ohtani flies out, and Bichette strikes out. All right, so Mantiply, we'll see. Grisham up. Going to fly out. Machado reaches first on a walk. Cronenworth hits a single. We're going to get pitching change and put in Johnny House. Man on first and third. Carpenter hits a double, scoring 2. Ground out for Melendez and a single. So 4-1 game now for San Diego. Ground out for Mateo. Rojas hits a triple for us. Christian Walker going to hit a single that's going to score Rojas. And Diego now up with Walker on first. Hits into a fielder's choice. Cartea now on first, strikeout for Corbin Carroll. Johnny House still up against Bogarts. Bogarts gets struck out. Daza hits a double. Soto gets walked. Grisham flies out, and Machado flies out. We got Drew Pomerez up for San Diego. This is when our runs really have to start hitting, man. McCarthy grounds out. Gurriel strikes out. Ohtani reaches first on a walk. Bichette now up against Robert Suarez, who's going to get struck out. Cronenworth struck out. Carpenter flies out. Kim grounds out. Robert Gomez still in. Ground out for Mateo. Rojas strikes out. Walker flies out. Are you fucking kidding me? Bottom of the 9th. Walk for Melendez. Bogarts gets struck out. Daza hits into a double play.
Lake trying it. On to try and close it out. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 49, Blake Treinen.
Here's the catcher, Diego Cartaya.
The catcher.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham trying to get there. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 7.
This is Corbin Carroll.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Righty delivers. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Gurriel. So now 1-2. And that one missing low. Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there, letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Throw over to first. Back in there standing.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. So the San Diego Padres take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boog, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fuck. So we lose game 1 because of fucking errors. Man reached 3rd on an error, man reached 1st on an error, and a guy reached 2nd on an error against us. So errors cost us this game. Joe Musgrove's gonna fucking win it. Oh, we fucking had it in the...
My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world.
Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. The show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Singy Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes.
Here's Juan Soto. Here's a 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP, and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. Way inside, gets out of the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Left-hand hitter waits. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at the ballpark, and today's starting pitcher, Nick Martinez.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of it.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Jake McCarthy.
The right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
And he deals. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The 1-2. Left field. Soto gets under it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags up for third. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
That is good.
Take a look at the lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. McCarthy stands at third with one gone in the inning. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. Right-hander kicks, deals, and strike two. No score yet, but a runner at third with two away. And there's a ball. Got him, and that will end the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal. Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Manny Machado up to the plate. Strike two. No score here in the second. And that skips in the dirt. And there's ball four.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground, a second, might be two. Sends it to first. Awesome play there.
The designated hitter, Matt.
Now it's Matt Carpenter. Left-hand batter waits. Off the mark there. 2-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one in for a strike. 2-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Two. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Cartaya pulls it down, and that's the inning. Padres leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Jorge Mateo now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. In the air, out towards left center. Racing, makes the catch. One away.
Batting 6th, the third baseman.
Here's Josh Rojas. That's in there. That's strike 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 7th, the first baseman.
And now it's Christian Walker. You know, Christian Walker, a guy who had a really successful amateur career. His college ball with the South Carolina Gamecocks. They won the College World Series twice with Walker, and he tied the College World Series record for most career hits with 28. And here it comes. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Top half of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
So now 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now MJ Melendez. Comes the 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. On the ground to third. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Went down on strikes his first time through. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Padres down in order. And we are still scoreless. And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the D-backs catcher, Diego Cartaya. A line to kick the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Line to left. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Batting done. The center field.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Got him. And there's two down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy led off this game with a double. And a pitch.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The pitch. And another ball. And now it's filled up. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And we're still knotted at 0. On to the fourth. So
All right, 0-0 game. Ohtani's pitching very well. He's in the top of the fourth up against Daza, who's going to strike out. Strikeout number 7 through 4 innings. Now up against Juan Soto. Going to fly out. Trent Grisham in for the injured Ohtani. He's going to hit a double. Now Manny Machado going to get struck out. 8 strikeouts through 4 innings. He's averaging 2 per inning. Nick Martinez up against Lourdes Gurriel. He's going to be at a leadoff single. Ohtani having himself a fucking game. Can he hit? No, he can't. Pop out. Fuck. Bo Bichette hits into a double play. Alrighty. Jake Cronenworth up against Ohtani. He's going to ground out. Matt Carpenter hits a single. Just want to see Matt Carpenter keep him honest. Kim going to get struck out. And MJ Melendez 0 for 1 hits a single, moves Carpenter on over to third. Melendez on first, Carpenter on third. Fly out for Xavier Bogaerts. We get out of that inning. Let's fucking go. Martinez up against Mateo, leadoff single. Steals second. There we go. MJ Melendez unable to pick off Jorge Mateo, who led the league in steals this season. Josh Rojas going to fly out. Christian Walker strikes out. Cartea flies out. Fuck. All right. Daza against Ohtani. Fly out. Soto going to get walked. Trent Grisham hits into a double play. Ohtani gets out to 6. Still 0-0. Nick Martinez up against Corbin Carroll. Fly out. McCarthy gets walked. Steal the base from McCarthy. There we go. Lourdes Gurriel. All we need is a hit out into the outfield. A gapper. Line out for him. Ohtani. Chance to give us the lead. He gets walked. Man on first and second now for Bo Bichette. There's going to be a pitching change. Nabil Chrismat coming on in. Hits a single. Bases loaded for Jorge Mateo, who gets walked. That gives us the lead. Chrismat walks in the lead for Arizona. Now we got Josh Rojas, who's going to fly out with bases loaded, but we got the fucking lead now. Let's fucking go. All right. We are in the 7th inning. We're going to put in Robert Gomez, the rookie. All right, so Robert Gomez hasn't pitched this in this series yet, or in the playoffs. Manny Machado up, grounds out. Jake Cronenworth gets walked. Just keep him honest over there at first. Gomez, Carpenter, can we get him to hit into a double play? We do. Robert Gomez, there we fucking go, the rookie. Now Christian Walker, bottom of the 7th, going to be up against the new pitcher, Jimmy Herget. He's got a 2.29 ERA, 20 saves. So they're putting in their closing pitcher? this season? No. No way. He might have started out as their closing pitcher for this season, Jimmy Haggart. But no one on. Christian Walker hits a double to lead us off. Diego Cartaya, the rookie, flies out. Corbin Carroll strikes out. Jake McCarthy looking to hit in. Christian Walker hits a double, but Walker gets thrown out at home. Fuck. All right, we're gonna put on in Andrew Chafin
Your attention, please.
to get the set up here for Hader. He's up against Ha-Sung Kim, hits into a ground out. MJ Melendez hits a solo home run to tie it off of Andrew Chafin. Bogarts lines out. Daza going to hit a single. Now up is Juan Soto, hits a single base. Got man on first and second for Trent Grisham. Pinch hitter of Trent Grisham hits into a fielder's choice. Okay. Bottom of the 8th. See what this team's got.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 3.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
And the pitch. And the slider just misses. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Substitution being made at first. D-backs bringing on a pinch runner. Lloyd Puckett. No outs. Runner at first. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. Cruising on the mound. Runner on the move. And he hits a ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Bo Bichette up to the dish, and it is 2-1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
The pitch. That one missed. The 3-1. On the ground left side. 6. Can't glove it cleanly. Over to Kim. 1. Relay to first. Double play. Jorge Mateo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. Ball to strike. The pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. He's going. Runners breaking for the plate. A squeeze and he gets it down. Throw over to Cronenworth. Inning over. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. All tied 1-1. Now into the ball game on defense, Lloyd Puckett. He'll be out in left field. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Kyle Nelson.
Number 24, Kyle.
Here's Machado, known for his late inning heroics. Kicks and deals. Now a fly ball to right center. McCarthy settles under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Genesis Cabrera up and throwing. Mantiply warming up as well. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Rojas makes a nice running catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The next pitch misses, and the count 2-1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. New pitcher now, Steven Wilson.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 36, Steven Wilson.
Josh Rojas digs in now.
The third baseman, Rojas.
Here comes a pitch. And that misses off the outside edge. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Lake Trinan up and loosening in the pen. Two now. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Christian Walker on deck for Arizona. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now, Christian Walker.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In the air, right field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Diego Cartaya stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that one almost got him. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Diamondbacks down in order. Still tied 1-1. Back here in the desert, new inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to him.
So up next, MJ Melendez. Here's a 1-1. All tied up here in extra innings. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball. The pitch.
3-2.
Jonathan Daza in the San Diego on deck circle. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Padres go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Drew Pomeranz.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Good eye right there.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
This should be pretty interesting now. There's so many ways they can get that winning run home, so we'll see how they approach it.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Winning run on base at first, no outs. Pomeranz throws over. Back in there standing.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 2-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. Cronenworth Goes to second, safe there. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
First and second, no outs. Lloyd Puckett will hit next, getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Cronenworth to second for one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Now back, the designated
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Base hit, that'll do it. In comes the winning run, and the Diamondbacks walk it off in extra innings.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Nothing worth it is easy. Nothing easy is worth it.
What a fucking game. We're going to win it in extra innings in the end. Fucking Lloyd Puckett getting on the first. He gets his first playoff hit.
Nowadays, hate to see it when you win it. Yeah, so everybody ain't clapping. They only tune in just to see what can happen. And when it do happen, they gon' walk from the fraction of love only real.
Ohtani took a player out. Kyle Nelson, the former closer, too, coming on in to get multiple innings pitched in this game as well. He gets his first playoff win in his career. I'm guessing, it's not a background check, but I'm guessing that Jake McCarthy gets player of the game, 2 for 4, 2 stolen bases, and a walk. But I think our team did really good here in game number 2, 2-1 win here in game number 2. Game 3 coming on up. Instead of Aaron Nola, we did decide to go with our boy Jesus Luzardo. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on here. No, I did not want that. There we go. So Jesus Luzardo will be on in for game number 3 over Aaron Nola. He'll be going up against Andrew Wantz. Let's see what this team's going to be able to fucking do. Let's go. Let's get this dub. Let's move on from the wild card. We were eliminated last year in the wild card. It's not going to fucking happen again. Not in front of our home fans. Let's fucking go.
Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please. We talking about generational wealth. The pressure I built for myself. For all of the people who picks on my grandmama's shelf. Who heard her say, give me the...
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Game 3 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, 1 game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started, and on the hill, Jesus Luzardo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
2-2 now. And that's a little high.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And a swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And a pitch. In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Rip towards third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse, because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
And he deals.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for San Diego, and now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Welcome back, and on the hill in this one, Andrew Wantz. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy has the ability to command the game. He's got to limit damage, make his pitches, and avoid that big inning. If he can work around that, he can give a quality start, hand this off to the bullpen later on, and put his team in a position to win a game.
And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. On the ground to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, as an offense, you want to get the crowd involved right away. Get that good energy working for you, but this time the defense does it for them. Always a great opportunity when you can get your leadoff guy on base to start the game, and it doesn't matter how it happens.
Here's Gurriel. Next offering is down low. McCarthy gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Hey.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground, a short could be 2. The throw to second. How about that double play?
Batting first, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. The wind of the pitch. And a count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Right side, hard hit. On to first. That's the inning. An inning in the books tonight. And we're scoreless here on the show. Back here at the ballpark, here's Manny Machado now. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boot, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
And now the catcher comes up to him. MJ Melendez. There's a strike. And now the count is even.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Rip to third. To second, there's one. To Walker, and that's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. And a 2-1 on the way. He swings and fouls one off. The wind and the pitch. That's a little bit low. Second inning here, no score. The other way. And that gets down for a base hit.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Left-hand batter waits. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Chase Field, the batter will be the shortstop, Bichette. And a pitch. In the air to left center. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Jorge Mateo now. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Josh Rojas. 2-2 now. That one drifts inside. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Bichette at second with 2 down. Next offering is down low. 2-1. Good eye right there. Diego Cartaya waiting for a turn at the plate. And the righty deals. And now the count filled up 3-2. Runner at second, 2 down. That one 95 to finish him off.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Makes the grab, 1 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
Jonathan Daza steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Good eye in that spot.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Next offering is foul back. Here's a 2-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still no score. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Diego Cartaya. Inside corner, that's a strike. It's 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
This is Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. 2-2 on the way. Struck him out without a swing. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately,
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back.
All right, we said the series was going to be something. We got the pitching, they got the hitting, and their pitching, even though I thought it would be their weakness, our hitters just aren't fucking doing shit. So Jesus Lazaro against Azakara, ground out for him. Machado going to ground out as well. MJ Melendez going to ground out. So 3 ground outs there. Andrew Wantz will allow a single for Gurriel. Shohei Ohtani hits a 2-run home run, gives us the lead here in game number 3. Let's fucking go. Bo Bichette gets a single as well. Jorge Mateo strikes out. Rojas hits a single. Man on first and second against Wantz, whose energy is nothing. Pop out for Christian Walker, the rookie. Cartaya, he's going to get walked. Bases loaded for Corbin Carroll. Pitching change now. We got Steven Wantz, who has, not Wantz, Steven Wilson coming in. He has not pitched yet this season. His pitch is the fastball. Carroll going to hit into a ground out. Arizona will have a 2-0 lead. Luzardo up against Kim, strikeout there. Cronenworth gets ground outed, and Trent Grisham hits a single. Bogarts now up. We're going to just keep him honest there at first. Bogarts hits a double, scores a run, 2-1 lead. Bogarts against Daza, ground out. Not Bogarts against Daza, it was Luzardo against Daza. My apologies there. Steven Wilson now up against Jake McCarthy, 2-1 game. McCarthy hits a lead-off double. Lourdes Gurriel now looking to take advantage. Ground out there. Ohtani hits a ground out as well. Bo Bichette looking to score. McCarthy hits a 2-run home run. 3 for 3 for Bo Bichette here in game number 3. 4-1 game. Mateo is going to pop out. We're going to get a little pitching change. We're going to put on in... Let's put on in Genesis Cabrera. Cabrera against Soto, ground out. Azakar, ground out. Machado, fly out. Steven Wilson now up against Rojas. Going to get a pitching change. They're going to put in their closer to start this season, G. Hegret, or Hergrit. Strike out there. Christian Walker now up. Pop out. Cartaya going to fly out. We're going to put in a pitching change as well. Mantiply coming on in. Melendez going to start us off with a walk. Kim struck out. Cronenworth fly out. Trent Grisham going to ground out. Perfect. There we go. So bottom of the 7th. Hegre against Carroll. No, it's going to be Wandy Peralta coming on in against Corbin Carroll. Ground out to start this one out. McCarthy strikes out. Gurriel going to fly out. Bottom of the 8th. Put in our setup man. We're going to put in Dylan Tate against Bogarts. Going to start us off with a walk. Daza hits into a fielder's choice, so Daza now on first. with Bogarts out at second. Soto in. He's going to fly out. Azakar hits a single man on first and second for Machado, who flies out. Ohtani now up against Peralta, fly out. Solo home run for Bo Bichette. I think that's his third home run of this game. Mateo lines out. We got a ground out. Bottom of the eighth. We're gonna put our boy Josh Hader in. Just because it's game 3 of the playoffs. See how this goes.
Melendez now at the plate. And here we are, 9th inning elimination game, and they're trying to keep their season alive. They need him to get on base.
He's got to find a way just to quiet things down, work his way onto the base path so that they can have an inning and get back in this game.
Going to count 1 and 2. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Kicks and deals.
3-2.
Base hit, left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And here it comes. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. On the ground right side. 4, 6. And that's it. Series over. They are off to the NLDS. So the Arizona Diamondbacks get it done here in Game 3 with the backing of their home fans, and they can celebrate for the night as they shift their sights to the division series.
Yeah, congrats to them. These 3-game series don't leave a lot of room for error, Boog, and it really could have gone either way coming into this game. I think they fed off of this crowd, and those are the types of things you love to see this time of year.
And the season comes to an end in the other dugout. Not what they were looking for from their October run, so they'll move into the offseason looking to make improvements before next year.
8 hits, 1 error. They left 6.
They call me modern trash. I am just a common fad. Wrote myself a letter for the gods. Now it's
All right, so hell of a win by our Arizona Diamondbacks. We will be advancing to play the Atlanta Braves here In round number 2, St. Louis beats Philadelphia 2-0. So St. Louis will play the Dodgers.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In the National League wildcard game, the Arizona Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Padres, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. In the National League wildcard game, the St. Louis Cardinals went deep 4 times as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. In the American League wildcard game, the Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Guardians in Cleveland, stamping their ticket to extend their season and play in the upcoming American League Division Series. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
Alright, so the one thing they didn't mention is that the New York Yankees beat the Toronto Blue Jays 2-0 in the series, so the New York Yankees will be taking on Houston. This is going to be a very tough series that we're going to be going up against Atlanta. We got a 5-game series against them, 2 of which will have home games, but we got to go to Atlanta. We got Spencer Strider up, then Max Fried, Kyle Wright. It's going to be very tough here, but let's see what we are able to do. Tune in next time. Until then, see you later. Bye-bye.